Pikal knives alternatives part 2. So basically I'm going to talk about two alternative knives to the Pikal. These are more budget friendly and they serve, I think, functionally the same process. I'm going to create another video and kind of on are the Pikals or the reverse edge knives what everybody thinks they're cracked up to be, but I'll save that for a second video. So I'm going to take a quick picture of the knives that I bought from eBay. There's one, the Rapala bait knife. Yep, $6.99. Can you believe it? And then the other one here, wild fish bait, $6.63. So you're probably thinking, they're like cheap. Well, here they are right here, okay? This is the Rapala, and this is the wild fish. So what makes a good knife? Well, first of all, check out the sheath. Okay, all you do is slide it out, and there you go. Now, in some jurisdictions, this may be illegal to carry because it's, well, is it double-edged? It's not a dagger, but it's got little serrations there, which are pretty sharp. That's also sharp too. Now, can you see how thick this is? I mean, the thing is not wimpy at all. It's not like a fillet thing. It is definitely solid, and I'd say it's pretty sharp. Well, sharp enough, okay? Yeah, it's wicked sharp, okay? So, look at that. Forward grip, edge up. Reverse grip, edge in and edge out at the same time. You can do it this way too, or you can do it this way. Now, obviously, when you want to do the pulling types of movements, this little point will be much more effective. You can do it this way if you want to. But the thing is wicked light. I mean, it must weigh like, I don't know, definitely under 4 ounces. 2 ounces, it's probably in the specs, but take my word for it, it's light. Now, because these are bait knives, the steel is a little bit, more prone, or less prone to rust. High rust resistance, just by the nature of it. Is it a Spyderco salt? No, but well, who knows what it is? But technically, it's a fishing knife. So, go on the beach, the violent beaches of Brazil. Come up against some Brazilian jiu-jitsu fighter that's got an attitude. No, I'm just kidding. So take it on the beaches, whatever. It's pretty mundane, not threatening looking, especially if you hold it, like this or something. And look at this guy here. This one's orange. A little bit different mechanism here. You can just pull and it, releases, or you can do one of these things. This thing, I mean, there's no reason to be intricate, just pull it. Okay, so this one here, this one is not as strong. This one is more like a fillet knife, if you ask me. But, will it do the job if needed? I would say, yeah. And for $6, you could lose it, throw it away, get it confiscated if you're exhibiting behavior that warrants confiscation, and then you're not worried about it. You can order another one. Okay, and if you have a $400 Bantang and you don't want to bring it to the beach or whatever, or across the border or to another state because you're not sure about the laws, just bring one of these, pop them in your pack, And how I carry them, well, I got to figure that out. Now this white guy here, the Rapala, this one has I could put a paracord in there and carry it the basic way, where you have the paracord tied here, clipped to your belt, or tied to your belt, and you tuck it in. It moves around, kind of like the CRKT Obaki, that kind of design paracord. This guy does not have one. And you look at that hole there, you might say, oh, perfect, but must be made in some country where you're kind of fooled. So I'm not sure how I would carry this one because of that. I might have to drill a hole or something, real tiny hole somewhere. But this one, clearly, you can do the design, the ripcord thing, or the paracord. I haven't tried it yet. You could probably fit it in if you have deep pants pockets, as well as in the belt. But yeah, I mean, I like it. I mean, just because you see a lot of me, you see, like, this is my second video on Pikal alternatives. It's not that I have anything against the Pikal originals. They're just expensive. As a matter of fact, I got a Clinch pick from Southnarc, ordered on the way. Maybe I'll do a review on that. I did have another video called Clinch pick alternatives, where the key thing is to have a straight handle, which these do. So that if this was grooved, and then if this was all grooved here, and you went like this, it probably wouldn't feel that great. But this one, you could pick it up anyway, which way but loose. I mean, I guess a real Pikal, if you lived in a world where there weren't those types of politicians out there that make a big deal out of stuff, everything would be double-edged. I don't want to call this double-edged, just let's just say it's a fishing knife with a little serration at the top. But when you have a Pikal that's designed like that, then you don't really have to worry much. It could be any knife. Doesn't matter how the handle is shaped, I guess, because then you just, well, I guess it would, but anyway, this is the next best thing to that ideal world in a cheap blade. So anyway, that's all I have for this, and maybe I'll do another video on is a Pikal knife or the reverse edge. Is it all what it's cracked up to be? There's a couple of good YouTube channels that I follow, and they sell them, and they rave about them. They got videos on them, etc. Is it all hype, or can you just take any regular knife and use it in a Pikal fashion? I guess we can kind of figure that out. But until then, that's it. That's all.